There we go. Take care of that. Let me get in there. Fantastic. Alright, let's edit this up a little bit. Okay, fix that up. I see some people are already getting on. Excellent. Glad to have you. Just making a few edits for any people that show up later. No, didn't want that. Hate when that happens. Almost done, guys. And then we can begin. Change that. There we go. Man, that was an ordeal. Had to change up the thumbnail a little. There we go. And save. Okay, so welcome aboard, guys. There's no real here to talk specifically about one of my created legions or characters, but we're here for you guys. Y'all, this is kind of y'all's chance to learn about me, talk, chat. We can catch up. We can talk about what you want to. No holds barred. I'll chat with y'all about whatever y'all would like to chat about, and that'll just kind of be what we do. Just kind of a chance for us to enjoy being the Order of the Raven and having over 1,000 subscribers. I mean, it's pretty awesome in my opinion. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, you kind of do, but I don't mind it. I like the fact that y'all talk so much in my servers. I like the fact that there's just so much conversation. It's really awesome. Y'all have been really cool in my servers. Like, this is not what I expected. I'm not gonna lie. When things started taking off, I did not expect all this to happen. Like, I didn't expect a whole Discord server of over 35 people chatting about For Honor and different media and anime and about me. That all that is way above what I expected. Don't worry, Mal. I'll be ready. I'll do my best. So yeah, I'm playing War Mommy right now. This is a new look for my War Mommy. I actually was designing another warmonger for the story, and I was just kind of messing around with designs. This is kind of what I want to go with right now, but I haven't come up with her story yet. A lot of people have been asking me about how I write stories, like what is my process. I don't know if I want to do that in a live stream or if I want to do that in just its own dedicated video. So I'll tell you, I don't mind sharing my method to writing. I don't want to say secrets because, I mean, it's not like I'm keeping it a secret. It's not like you can't know. It's more of, it's just my way of writing, and I know it's not the way everyone else does it. So hear me out, Star Wars with Force and Dark Side. In For Honor? Question mark? For a video, will you do a History's Greatest Warriors Around the World? Sure, but just be aware that any video I do about the greatest warriors around the world would be entirely subjective. My opinion on the greatest warriors will be very different from someone else's. Ah, Shinobi. Oh god. You had Conqueror help. Haha, so did I. You know what I love? I love when you do that and you slam them into their own allies so that it actually still acts as if they were knocked into a wall. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. This is double ungood. No. Ah, dang it. No! Stinking I hate gladiators. They are my least favorite hero. Thank you. I love this fashion. I think it looks really good. Just imagine how epic that map would be. Oh, for the Singhi fleet map? I would... okay, so naval warfare in medieval times. At the time period of these heroes, they would look kind of the same. In fact, here's the irony. A lot of people may not realize this. Vikings were not really naval warriors. They weren't. Knights and samurai and the Chinese would have more experience in naval ship-to-ship combat. Vikings really didn't fight on their ships. They used their ships to land and fight. Yeah, here's the thing about Viking ships. Viking ships were long ships, and they were unique and cool at the time, but that was mostly because they were thin enough to go down rivers, which is how they would often get to riverfront towns to do battle. But they didn't really fight from ship to ship. They didn't have cannons. They didn't get off their ship and get onto another ship. That really didn't happen with the Vikings. That did happen with knights and samurai and Chinese. In fact, that was the samurai way of naval combat. They would ram their junked ships into an enemy ship and then jump off board the enemy ship and start fighting hand to hand because that was what they were good at. That was what gave them such trouble in the first Japanese and Korean War, because the Koreans did have a competent navy. They had turtle ships. They were used to fighting. They had cannons. They had lots of ways to do battle on the sea. So the samurai actually had a very hard time dealing with the Koreans. Interesting stuff, no? So do you prefer Warmonger with or without cape? It really depends on the armor set. It really does depend. If they have an armor set that looks more like Apollyon, then I like it with the cape. But if it looks more like this, like a classic knight armor, I prefer without. It really depends on which style is being done. Oh no! I'm here to save you, Law Daddy. No, Gladiator, I want you. I want you. Aha! I killed him. Now I feel better. Victory has been achieved. Alright. I can't stick around for the stream, but I wanted to congratulate you for 1,000. Thank you, Senor. I really appreciate that. When I mean greatest, I mean like Africa Warriors, Aztec-like Warriors, Hawaii Warriors, etc. I can try. I can try talking about those warriors. Might be fun. Eat it. Come on. I miscalculated that in a big way. Ah, stinging conch. Whatever. Hi, Ray. I am Katsu. Nice to have you. So, my gums are killing themselves. That sounds like gingivitis to me. What platform are you on? I use PlayStation 4. Gladiator is more of a light spammer than Orochi, considering his are faster and has a 4 light combo. Yeah, he is. Oh, Gladiator annoys me so much. It's Conrad. Oh. I apologize. My mistake. Okay, so. Moving on. I am so happy to be at 1,000 subs. I genuinely never thought I would reach this point. I'm kind of blown away. Oh, you stinking cock. I'm so blown away by that right now. Like, this is something that not every YouTuber gets to, even though so many try to. And I didn't even do it through conventional means. I'm not a good gamer. I'm not, I've had a couple people, like, comment to me to let me know that I'm a crappy gamer. And that I have no right to talk about fighting games when I don't know certain things about fighting games. And I'm like, I can have an opinion. In Discord, you were going to talk about people's heroes in your story. Yes, I am. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually 100% want to add your heroes in my story. I do. I want to add your heroes. They may only get mentions and they may not have large roles, but I would love to add your heroes. But in order for me to do that, I need to keep things organized. I need to know whose heroes are what. I need to know their background, if you have any for them. Because if you don't give them background, I'm going to give them my own. And that's just the way it's going to be. So if you want one of your heroes to be featured in the story, I need to know how they fit into the story. And when I say that story, that's not enough. I need to know how do they fit into the story I've created. For example, if it's a knight, what do they have to do with the Noble Legion? What do they have to do with William of Oxshire? If they're a samurai, what do they have to do with Amaku? They don't have to be from Amaku, they just need to have something to do with it, you know? There needs to be some kind of connection. Oh God. There needs to be some kind of connection so that I know better how to connect them into the story. If I don't have that connection, well, I have nothing to work with. Some of y'all have done that pretty well. Some of y'all have created heroes that fit pretty well into the Noble Legion or wherever you fit them. But if you want me to add your characters into the story, I need to know specifically how they will fit in. That way I can add them. Oh man, they're going to break through and we've barely done damage. Anyway, congratulations man, welcome to the club. Thank you, Conrock. No, Conrock is in here for his cancer brought in the community there. I love that. No, Conrock is here. His For Honor versus Cancer brought the community together. I love that. Oh, that's awesome. That's I did see that stream. You know what? When I see stuff like that, when I see, and not just with For Honor, but any game or any platform, and you take that platform to make it something worthwhile, to fight cancer, to fight diabetes, to spread awareness of something, that's valuable. You're taking something like this and giving it something larger. You're making it something larger than itself, and that to me is meaningful. I'm very proud of that. If I was better with making emblems, I would have made the cancer emblem that was made there. What's up, Raven? Hi, nice to see you, Salatus. Raven Legion boys. Yep, thank you, Salatus. Also, is it just me, or does everyone have more trouble with that specific gladiator bot? Always the one with black iron that gets me. I haven't kept up with all the bots, honestly. All I know is that this Shaolin has Naruto hair. Oh yeah, he was going to talk about heroes. Give him time. If they give awareness, they are all right in my books. So did everyone get what I said about the heroes being involved in the story? I would love to have your heroes involved in the story. That would be fantastic. I just need the information. You know what I mean? So if y'all have any questions about that or any concerns, please let me know, and I will tell you everything that I can. Kill, there we go. The downside to playing against just AI with AI on your team is that quite often you're carrying the team. I don't have a choice though, because doing a live stream while playing with other people is just too hard on the Wi-Fi. I've tried. Anyone who's watched my live streams knows that I've tried. Ah, crap. Do you know a YouTuber by the name of GoGo Danny? It's because of him how I discovered your channel. I've never heard of GoGo Danny. How did GoGo Danny lead you to my channel? I'm shit at making stories, so my Amaku Kensei is probably not going to make it. Hey, just give me the information on your Kensei, and I will help fill in the blanks. What's your favorite music artist? Mal, what's your favorite music artist? Okay, yeah, I did need preparation for that. It really depends. I love so many different kinds of music. I like Sabaton. Y'all could probably guess that from my For Honor theme songs. Oh, you. I want to throw you. I like Sabaton. I like Powerwolf. I like Skillet. I love Divide Music here on YouTube. His songs are so good. They're kick-ass. Not a big fan of rap, necessarily. Not a huge fan of rap. I can deal with rap. Rap is cool, but it's just not my thing. I love instrumentals and orchestra. That's just me, I guess, though. Stop it. Get on the wall. Get on the wall. So yeah, in terms of music artists, Sabaton, Divide Music, Powerwolf, Skillet. I also like Brunheville. I like Brunheville a lot. Gosh, I've got so many musical... I don't know if it's so much musical artists, but just musical stylings that I enjoy. And I like rock. Hold on. Deal with this Shaolin. He's getting on my nerves. But musical stylings mostly. I love music because music can give me inspiration for when I'm writing or when I'm fighting. What about the few who put characters Raven in the Legion, Dragon Party, etc.? If you put your characters in one of the channels already, just make sure that you've explained how they fit into the Legion or into the group, so that way I just know when I'm writing them in. Ah, shoot. I thought I dodged that. Ah, dang it. Alright, Skillet Hero is a masterpiece. Yes, I love their song Hero. That's a good one. I also love their song Terrify the Dark. Terrify the Dark is one of my favorites by Skillet. He is For Honor YouTuber with similar content like yours. Oh, Go Danny? He's a For Honor YouTuber with similar content like yours, except for the fact he talks about the Warriors fighting style. Okay, I will look him up. I will look up Go Danny and find out more about him, but I don't know. Because I'm just learning about his name now. I'm familiar with longsword combat, katana combat, proficient in. I can give my... Haha. I had to get one in. I'm not fighting you without help. Ninja's running! Ninja's running! Got him. And Ninja's dead. Okay. Dude, I gotta say your content is super high quality and I love it. I appreciate that. I know it's not on par with a lot of other big YouTubers out there, but I like to give it my best and I like to be honest with you guys. That's something else that I think is important. I'm not gonna be one of these people who is like 100% different one day and then something else the other day. I want y'all to know what you see with me is what you get. I'm not gonna like brag about things that I can do or can't do. I'm not gonna show off my incredible gaming skill when I know I don't have it. And I'm not gonna make cringy content about things that y'all don't want to see. I want to make sure that the things I make are things y'all want to see, y'all are interested in, and when y'all get sick of my channel, I will not be upset with you for leaving, you know, because I know that I'm lucky to have you guys. I am so very lucky to have this community. And get on your face, Gladiator. Done. Fetch me 5 tankards of ale and leg of mutton. No, Burke, I will not do that for you. Are you planning to get next-gen console? Not yet. As some of you may know, my financial situation is not great. I have very low funds right now. I'm trying to get monetized so that I can fix that, but right now I have so little money, I'm not at all even thinking about getting the console gens right now. Besides, I feel like in a few months they'll go down in price, because here's the thing, once the new consoles drop, they're not going to have a lot of new games come out immediately for them, and I'd like to only get them if there's going to be some new games that I'm really interested in getting, and there just aren't any right now. I may get a new, I may get a PS5, maybe. Because I like the PS systems. Haha, I gotcha. So I may do that, but not yet. I'm going to wait a few months, get some money in the bank, hopefully move into a new apartment or house, and then I will see about doing something like that. I made it late to the stream. Yeah, you did, but you haven't missed too much. We've just been catching up. But welcome, Pig. Glad to have you. And off with your head. Cool. Do you mind me messaging you on PlayStation so we can discuss about how my character can join your lore? Sorry if I'm bothering you. No, Demon King, Gate Demon King, feel free to message me on the PlayStation messaging system. Just don't be surprised if I take a little bit to respond, because I am currently in a match. Also, you can message me in a private message on Discord if you'd rather do that. I don't mind. I have some friends who private message me on Discord all the time, like my buddy Aaron, he does that. And my friend Hannah, who draws some of the art for my stories, she does that too. But I make it up to her. I write stories that she requests from time to time. I need to go heal, don't I? Yeah, I need to go heal. Well, first I'm going to heal you. Rise, Law Daddy. Rise from the... Crap. What new hero would you like to bring into For Honor? I'm glad you asked, Unknown God. Okay, what hero would I like to bring into For Honor? Okay. There are a few ideas. First of all, I'd love a Janissary hero. That'd be cool. I'd also love a Paladin hero. You know, actually have a mace and a shield. That'd be cool. I'd love a Viking hero who has an axe and shield combo. That'd be pretty stinking awesome. I'd love a straight-up spear hero. Not like Valkyrie, who's a spear in one hand, shield in the other. I want a long spear hero, like a pikeman hero. Like, almost like a Vlad the Impaler kind of thing. You know, this big old pole that you can just ram into someone's chest. That'd be really cool. A Varangian, yes. I've been waiting for a Varangian hero, a Lu Bu character, that would be cool too, and I want revenge! Hold on, I must deal with this! I will deal with this heresy! Heresy purged. Sorry about that, folks. I had a moment. I had a crusading moment there. Okay, so, yes, a Lu Bu hero. Let's see. A musketeer hero for the knights would be cool. If we go into the realm of firearms, I wouldn't mind a musketeer hero. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe their pistol is a feat, but like give them a rapier. That'd be interesting. I could see it. I'd also love a Mongol warrior. I'd love a Mongol or a Hun or something like that. Like, sort of something to shake things up. Oh crap. Oh crap. No, 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 no. Aha! Alright, got that one. Alright, so those are some ideas that I had. Here, tell you what, once I die again, I will put my, I will put a Discord invite into the chat so that you can get to my Discord if you want. I just gotta make sure I protect these zones. Hold the line! Lawbringer, are you gonna do it for me? You hang up here, Longbringer! Aha! Thank you, my pink conqueror. Oh, no you don't! How did you dodge that? Shinobi dodged that. I didn't know that was dodgeable. Well, you are Shinobi, the master of 1,000 dodges. Oh, that deflect damage, though. Terrible. Ubisoft, if you're listening, because I know you are, fix the deflect damage, okay? Seriously. Dude, just stay down, thank you. Alright. So, anyway, do you prefer the longsword or the Zweihander? Longsword. Zweihander's fine, don't get me wrong, but I'm a purist. I like me some longsword. No. Dang it. Anyway. You play Total War 3 Kingdoms? No. My brother does. I always found it funny that an officer has plate armor while Warden, who is a higher rank than him, doesn't have full plate. That is interesting. I know people are probably getting sick of knight characters, but a duelist type character would be sick, like a conquistador with a rapier and a rifle as a feat. Imagine the fashion. That would be cool. I'd love to help design some, like, I'd love a Varangian Viking, musketeer or conquistador, knight. I'm not sure what I'd call. You are annoying me, gladiator. For the samurai, I'd love someone who had a nagamaki. That'd be kind of cool. And for the Wulin, gosh, give him a Xi'an sword already. Give me a Xi'an sword wielding Wulin, please. Please, that's a weapon you can't just ignore. Alright. Leave me alone, pikeman. I have to heal this person. I healed that person. Now I am happy. Well, no, I'm not, because now there's a ninja here annoying me. Get out of here, ninja. Hey, guys, I don't think they're going to win this one. I don't think it's going to happen. The Xi'an is a I have my own Xi'an. I love the Xi'an sword. The Xi'an sword is a beautiful weapon. Where's the enemy? They down here? Kill these skeletons. Some skeleton dead guys. Got him. 2 enemies up here to kill. Hey. Eat it. Where you going, Glad? Where you going, Glad? Come on, Glad. Don't you want to play anymore? Ah, Glad. I thought we had something, man. You frickin' diaper-wearing baby. Well, that happened. Now let me heal this dude. Anyway. I'm going for example here, so explain how much info you need. My berserker lived in the forest. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! If you're telling me the story of your berserker, let me just tell you what information I'm gonna need. First of all, obviously, I'm gonna need the class of the hero, like what they are. Obviously, a name would be very helpful. I'd love a name. Here, while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and put an invite up. I'll need a name. And I'll also need their connection to the Legion or the village or Hrafnfell or whatever. I need some kind of connection. So you could tell me basically their background information and what they've been doing their whole lives, what their goals are, but I just need some kind of connection. So you said my berserker lived in the forest with his shaman mom who died to knights and lives by himself until he meets your warlord. I can add more. Okay, yep, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That'll help. I'd also like to know, does he like the warlord? Does he respect the warlord? Does he hate the warlord? Like, what's the relationship? There's a samurai weapon I'll send in the Discord later that is a pole arm that is just downright vicious. I want to see it. Okay, I'm back because the Xi'an's okay, I'm back. Imagine the Xi'an's customization. Yep, I think that'd be really cool. I want a character with a Kriegsmesser. A Kriegsmesser? Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. It sounds like it'd be a knight weapon though, but what do I know? They brought the Highlander in for the knight, for the Viking, so who knows? Who knows? Let's play someone different this time. Okay. Warden has some options that give him his longswords and curved blades, but that's beside the point. Yeah, but then again, so does Warlord. I can adjust that Tiandi backstory in the Blue Dragon Army Raven if you would wish to look at it later. Sure, that'd be fine. And am I the only one that only uses my 4th feat at the end of a match because I forget that it's a cooldown and not a one-use weapon? Sometimes I forget that I have it, I'll be honest. Okay, let's see, who next? I want to go Nobushi this time. I don't play here nearly as much as I used to. I'm going to go Nobushi. Takamaru Ayu. Fang Tian hero. Raven, what were Chinese markets like? How crowded were they? And what did they sell? Asking the wrong person, man. Again, it really depends on the era, but what did the Chinese market sell? Silks, and tea were the big ones. Silks and tea were the really big ones. In fact, their tea and silk sales were so big, they were the trade routes between China and Europe is known as the Silk Road, because that was the big export. And then of course the opium wars in China began because China increased the price of their tea to the point that England couldn't afford it, and England had just gotten done fighting us in the Revolutionary War. They didn't have any money to waste, and so they needed that tea, and China was like, sorry, but price is still price, you know? So the big exports of China were rice, silk, tea, jade, stuff like that. Those were the big exports of China. Honestly, there wasn't a lot Europe had that China was that interested in, so they could afford to raise their prices. True story. Apparently, before the Opium War started, emissaries from England brought gifts of like European technology, like clocks and stuff, to try to offer as payment for like a gift offering. And they were literally like, this is nice stuff and we'll take it as tribute, but we're not changing anything. You know, we're not going to change our trading policies just because you give us this stuff, because we honestly don't give a damn. We don't care about this stuff. China was kind of full of itself for a while, and they were so far behind in terms of technological and military strength that at the time they just didn't even realize it. Anyway, Meteor Hammer Hero, that'd be cool. Any info I can get, my knowledge grows, and you help. Oh, thank you. How are Chinese relations with Arabs? As long as the Arabs didn't mess with Chinese policies and methods, they didn't mind stuff that they did. China could have very decent connections with the Arabs. I don't know much about their relationship history. I know that Genghis Khan went to war with areas that would be in Iraq and Iran, so there's that. I kind of wish Ubi would add more worn and torn weapons to the game. Most of the ornate weapons just look too gaudy for my taste. They just keep adding super ornate stuff, and it kind of hurts my eyes. They're going for the cool, fancy look. That's honestly what they're going for. Imagine 3-section staff hero for Wulan. That'd be cool. Hold on. No. Dang, that hyper armor. Kensei, I hate you. God. Okay, if there's one here in the samurai that I despise, it isn't, Hitakiri, as so many people think. It is actually Kensei. They are just so good. Taxing tea, who knew that was all it took to start a war? Oh, the Opium Wars were insane. So England will do anything for their tea, okay? And so what they did was they traded something in China that turned the Chinese economy upside down. They traded opium, because at the time England owned India, and India could produce opium at a massive scale. So they started selling opium. They got a lot of Chinese people addicted to opium, and so soon China had an opium problem. And so they had to try to convince England to stop selling opium, but England was like, nah, we're going to keep slipping into the black market until you do something about the high taxes on tea. And then it turned into a skirmish, an actual war, the Opium Wars. And China got spanked because they lacked the naval capabilities of... Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm dead. They lacked the naval capabilities of Britain. Alright, so anyway, woo, lots of new messages. What type of new Breach map would you like to see next? How about another night one? I would love another night one. I'm a little bored of the one we have. I would like to know your opinion for the rest of the Wulan Heroes because they more love. I gave my opinion on the Wulan Heroes. I did whole videos dedicated to each one. What if you had a musket and bayonet hero? Again, I wouldn't mind a musketeer or a conquistador. Imagine the stuff you could do with a 3-section staff. I do imagine that. Hey Raven, what did you think of the peasant character I made? I actually liked it. I think that that's a good setup. Don't be surprised if y'all ask me about characters you make and I don't remember off the top of my head. Sometimes I need to go back and look, and no, you don't. I'm outnumbered, folks. Is this the end? This could be the end, folks. Dang it. I tried. I'm dead. Back to what I was saying. I want more traditional looks, especially like the Nodachi and Katana. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand wanting a more traditional look. I don't know about you guys, but I seriously beat my meat to this content. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have no words. I heard about the opium wars. Let's just say drug addiction is a bad thing. It is. Wulin are underappreciated, I think, to the devs. I think they added them, but the community response was so hateful, they just didn't know what to do about it. They were kind of like, hey, we hope everyone likes the Wulin. This is a new cool idea we want to add to For Honor. We all hate the Wulin. Ah, damn it. See, that's the thing. What's with all the hate? I think the Wulin are very cool. Rather than saying they're trash, they're light spammers, I don't like them, why don't you offer, I don't know, suggestions? How could we make them better? What could we do different? But no, it's all, they're just cash grabs. You're just trying to steal money from the player base. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Ubisoft was a company. Their purpose is to make money, you dummies. I'd say something else, but I'm a Christian. I don't want to cuss all the time. I need to temper that. My dad used to say that cussing all the time is a glorious absence of anything intelligent to say. True linguists and true people of intelligence don't need to cuss to get their point across. They do it with their words and their actions. Moving on. The devs do actual research and put effort into Wulin armors, Viking, and Samurai, however. For some reason, yes, they do. While Janus was recovering, he was on opium. Okay. Wait, that's not what I meant. I was talking about the missing Wulin, like Heavy and Assassin's Watch. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I misunderstood. I think the Wulin are okay. I'm not super into Chinese history, but the claims that they were added for money grubbing purposes reaching a bit. I can sort of see that idea with Warmonger, however. Here's my thing about the money grubbing thing. Do you know how difficult it probably is for... You, sir, are making me mad. You made me mad. I will kill that Kinsei. Anyway, the money grubbing thing. Okay, so For Honor is a business. And every year, they're releasing more and more games. And you got to realize, they've got a finite amount of money. They've got to decide where they're going to put their investments. What games are they going to invest money into? Like Rainbow Six Siege? Dude, the amount of people who play that game, they clearly pour tons of money into that. It's still one of their biggest games. Assassin's Creed? Again, one of their biggest games. Far Cry? Again, one of their biggest games. They are constantly pouring more and more money into these games because they know that they sell. For Honor? Well, at first it sold a lot. But recently, with all the hate, it has been floundering a little bit. People haven't been buying it as much. People haven't been buying as much content because so much hate is out there for this game. So they had to make some quick decisions and say, what can we do that can get people to buy content? So they released Marching Fire. People hated on Marching Fire, so then they went dead again for a little while, released some new heroes, praying that the community would wise up and enjoy it. But after a while, you gotta realize, in order for them to release new stuff for the game, they need money to do it. They've got to release content to get money. And you're thinking, oh, they're just sellouts. No, money is sometimes necessary to get things moving. I want new stuff for the game. I want good stuff for the game. But for that to happen, sometimes you need to realize you gotta start buying the content. Like, let's put it this way, guys. I write stories for free on my DeviantArt account. I love doing it. But I also want to get published and get paid for it. So when I publish a book, one of the books that I've been writing, I'm going to take it off DeviantArt because I want people to pay to read it. And before you say, yeah, you're selling out. No, I want to be paid for my labor. Because that way it encourages me to keep doing stuff. And it's the same with For Honor. If you want to see more For Honor stuff, let's pay them for their labor. Let's thank them for all the work they go into it. Now, I'm not saying buy things you don't want. If you don't like the Wulin and you don't want to get Marching Fire, don't buy it. But I am saying don't complain cash grab when cash is what makes this game go forward. Cash is what makes Ubisoft go forward. Anyway, sorry, got a little off topic there. I'm the guy who's Chinese history guy, but I'm not acknowledgeable. They close off some open close upon a restaurant country. I know some about Chinese history, but not everything. One thing that gets me is people often say, "Oh, you're just playing the communist faction," and I'm like, you are aware that China was not communist in its ancient days. Communism wasn't a thing at the time that the Wulin would be a thing, right? All right, let's see. The Chinese are a big part of history, and the variety they have is enormous. Yes. How strong were the Arabs? Which period? Arabs have existed for a long, long time, and they have had a long up and down history. The Arab Emirate has seen a lot of rising and fallings of dynasties and empires. If you're talking about the Persians, they were powerful for a long time during the Persian Empire. If you're talking about the Islamic Empire that existed during the Crusades, they were incredibly powerful until they got into Europe and were stopped by the Reconquista. And then eventually the Crusades happened, and eventually other stronger nations started appearing, and they couldn't withstand it. If you're talking about the Egyptians, they haven't really been that strong since the days of the biblical era. Depends on what you mean by Arabs and what time period you mean. I just want Ubi to add the Wulin to the faction war already. Also make the faction war actually somewhat engaging. Yes, I agree with that. I want the faction war to have merit again. Right now, it doesn't matter to me. I could care less. Whenever the Vikings win something, I just go, oh God, who would have seen that coming? I don't care about it anymore. One of the reasons the Vikings win so much is because they win every year, so everyone who joins or has joined switches to their faction so that they can get new content. And so they just keep getting new players who can add more to the faction war, so no one cares when they win. It's like, yeah, we know they're going to win. And if we say, oh, but the Samurai and Knights won early on, yeah, because I think Ubisoft arranged it for them to win so that every faction would have a win. It's ironic, I actually do better as an Obushi against actual players. Kill this Conqueror. Bleed out, dang it. Got him. Okay. These weapons were insane. An Arab faction would be good and bad at the same time. I did a whole video on why an Arab faction would be good and bad. It'd be very controversial. I mean, did you see the press reaction of people saying Deus Vult? Hell, Ubi even took Deus Vult out of the Knight Ram chant, supposedly. Yeah, it would be incredibly controversial. Because let me explain why. An Arab faction would have some cool weapons, cool designs, cool ideas. I think it'd be awesome. But here's what's going to happen. It's going to bring a lot of Knight players in because the Knights are going to want to go for the memes of take back the Holy Land from the Arabs, from the Saracens, from the whatever. Okay? So then that gets all over the internet. It looks like Islamic people are being killed in droves by Knight characters, and they go, how dare these memes exist? It's so offensive. And so then Ubisoft gets clout for that. It's a meme. Whatever. But moving on. Money moves the world. Yes, it does. Can't make the scene if you don't have the green. People seem to not recognize that and just call the studio lazy. If you don't have the money to make original animations from scratch, they don't. Exactly. Exactly. They need the money to do this. I mean, it's disappointing. I can understand the disappointment, but don't just complain, game's dead. They're just money whores now. No, they're trying to make money so that their employees can get paid so that they can make more content. Let's be honest. Marching Fire was $8.99 a few days ago, so I bought it because I wanted to try arcade and to support the game in hopes of getting better content. Yes, thank you. That's how you make things move forward. What about North Africans like Moroccans? As in Arabs? I mean, sure. I think those would be interesting. Do you like flashy weapons or plain weapons for the game, like gold-looking sword or plain sword? It depends. It really depends. Like, look at my Nobuchi's weapon. It's slightly ornate, but the blade looks somewhat normal. I'm gonna set this right here. See what happens. Come get me, Berserker! Oh no! Ha ha! I don't care that I'm on fire. I am making you more on fire. No. Dang it. Anyway. A warden slaughters an Arab and just screams Death's fault. Yeah, I see the problem. Exactly. That's the exact problem. All someone has to do is come in as a warden and kill an Arab character, and suddenly everyone flips their crap. I saw a little article. I kid you not, guys. This is true. I saw a literal article that said that For Honor was sexist because there weren't enough female-locked characters. I was like, are you for real? I actually have a challenge. Try this sometime. Just type into Google something, anything, like your favorite movie, your favorite game, your favorite TV show, whatever, and then just type in is sexist or is racist or is homophobic or something, and just see if there's an article about it. I guarantee you there probably is one, because from the words of Hillary Rodham Clinton, everything is, no, it wasn't Clinton, it was Anita Sarkeesian, I think, isn't that her name? Whatever her name was, the person from Feminist Frequency, just everything is racist, everything is sexist, everything is homophobic, and you need to point it out. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't need to point to fantasy. I write fantasy. Anyway, let's see. Africans would be cool. Yes, they would. Also, COVID is a factor too now. Yes, I'm hoping that ends soon. Is there anything I should add to the peasant character? And I agree with the money thing. Let's talk more about your peasant character in the Discord. I want to save this for this. But Akari, I do like your character. Let's talk about it in the Discord. Just shoot me a message sometime. I want a Native American with a gun stock club or ball club. That'd be cool. I want a Native American warrior. That'd be neat. I used to think that Shaman was Native American because the Vikings didn't have high opinions of the Native Americans. So I thought that was what the Shaman was. It was a Vikings interpretation of the Native Americans. The Vikings had very low opinions of the Native Americans. Come on, no. Bad Zerker. Bad Zerker, down. Cheap. Moving on. I meant as in how did fare up against Europe throughout the time? How did what fare up against Europe throughout the time? The Arab culture? Clarify that and then I'll answer it. Imagine the armor, headgears, and ornaments. That would be cool. The reason why the community hated the Marching Fire is that they replaced the old voice acting with new voice acting, and they say that they fixed the game. I could care less about the voice acting. I could care less. This game doesn't fascinate me because of the voice acting. It fascinates me because of the attention to historical detail. Come get me. Ah, almost got him. Okay. If you go looking for racism and sexism, you'll sure as shit find it. You're right. Oh yeah, I remember the voices. I completely forgot about that. Do you have any movies that you like but seemingly everyone else hates? Yes. There are movies I like that everyone else hates. Like, for example, I like Disney's Hercules. Why do people hate that? I think it's a fun movie. I think it's cool. I did not like Suicide Squad. You said you like Suicide Squad. If you like Suicide Squad, fine. I never judge people for movies that they like. Heck, I knew people, guys in fact, who loved the Twilight movies. I think the Twilight movies are hysterical because they're so bad. They are just a testament to bad movie making, a testament to bad storytelling, a testament to bad characters. But God, they're funny to watch. I watch them just to make fun of them. Anyone else do that? Who else watches movies just to make fun of them? I'm dead. Yeah, people hate Hercules. People say that Hercules is one of the worst animated Disney movies. You like Batman vs. Superman? Okay, fair enough. I didn't see it. I didn't see that movie. Okay, North Africans versus Europe. I mean, you clarified. North Africans versus Europeans. Well, ask the Romans. Because the Romans fought Carthage, and Carthage was North African. Ask Hannibal of Carthage how he dealt with the Romans. Oh, what a story. Look up Scipio Africanus versus Hannibal of Carthage. Heck, I may do a whole video on Hannibal of Carthage. He's such a fascinating person. Actually, I don't even need to. Extra Credit History did that. I may not like Extra Credit History now, but I liked them back then. I'm dead. Okay, anyway. Imagine a hero with a sword-breaking catcher or a man-catcher. That'd be cool. That'd honestly be cool. Did anyone ever watch the movie Logan? I did not. Dude, Logan is freaking awesome. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I can't stand ornate or edgy weapons that just look ridiculous and barely functional, like Belligerent Punisher for Lawbringer, Litsby for Warma, or Chrysis for the Warden. Hey, if you don't like those flashy-looking ones, don't worry about it. I can get that. I can totally understand that you don't like the flashy ones. I like them if they look deadly. Do they look deadly? I'll take it. Here, I'm going to leave that there. Y'all do with it what you want. Ha, Tiandi just dodged right into it. I love it. Deal with this guy. Get in the fire. Kill that dude. Let's heal up Zerky. Get up, Zerker. I'm coming to kill you! Dead. Thank you. Okay, I didn't like how they did my boy Logan. I still haven't seen it. What do you want as a heavy assassin in Vanguard Wulan? I want a Vanguard with a Xion. I want an assassin with Eye My piercing daggers. And I want a heavy who has probably Lubu's spear. Those would be good to me. Raven, hear me out. Indian Warriors. We've talked about that. Also, you can rate the Amaku Kensei out of 10. 8.5. Who do you think would win in an NPC fight, Apollyon or the Commander? Apollyon has the ability to parry, so Apollyon. Oh, a series on historical heroes or villains like Vlad the Impaler and Caesar. Sure, that'd be fun. I could talk about Vlad. Vlad's an interesting character. Vlad. He goes along with my Dracula love. Anyway, Ubi, where is our female Shugo Laudad and Scent? Yeah, Ubi, where are they? Tell me! Let's see, who to go next? I want to go Nibbles. I'm going to go Nibbles right now. Nibbles. Okay, man, I missed a big section of the stream. Congrats anyway, Raven, for over the 1,000. You deserve it. 1 million for sure. That's, okay, a couple of you guys asked for what my new goal is. My new goal is 100,000. That's right, people. I'm aiming for 100,000. We can do it. No, we can't. I have no confidence in that at all. But hey, if we're gonna as a wise man once said, if you're gonna aim high, aim for the highest. I just made that up. Okay, female Lawbringer. Okay, what kind of warrior would truly surprise you if they were to add it to For Honor? What kind of warrior would just truly surprise me? How about a knight who straight up admits he's Christian? That would blow my mind. Or maybe a Varangian. I'd like a freaking Varangian. Maybe a Khan, you know, like a Mongol. African faction. I like that. I would love a I'd love a Native American faction. These are things I'd like to see. A Rajput faction. I've been pushing for a Rajput faction for ages. They would surprise me, but I'd love them. DC or Marvel or either. I grew up with DC. DC was always my favorite. I grew up with Batman and Wonder Woman. They were my favorite heroes. Never liked Superman. I was never a big fan of Superman. He was always just too much of a goody two-shoes perfect boy for me. His only weakness is a green rock. Get over me. Get over it, boy. Nom 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 nom. You taste like crap, but you're a gladiator. So. Any update on part 4? Oh, of the story? Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm still working on the story. I'm still looking for voice actors because I have female characters that I want to give voice actors to, but I don't have any females who can do the voices. I don't have a voice actor for that yet. I really want one. If I can't get one, then I'll just do it myself, but I don't sound very much like a girl. Not like I did when I was really, really little. I'd love a hero inspired by Vlad Dracula. Would be interesting to see. It would be. Ambitious. I like it. Thank you, little man. Yeah, we need a female Shugoki so she can perform the samurai. Stop it, Geist. That's the spirit. The sky is the limit. Correct, Joe. I aim so high that I aim low. Anyone have ever seen One Piece? Boa Hancock was this character. I loved her character. She would literally look so far down upon her opponents that she ended up looking up. I always thought that was the funniest thing. So thank you, Bert, for reminding me of that. I would like to see a male and female variant of most gender-locked heroes, but I'm kind of afraid of what I'll see at the same time. I understand your fear, my friend. I understand your fear. Why are we not stopping that ram? Raisfoot, what's that? Rajput. It's Rajput. R-A-J-P-U-T. They were Indian, not Native American, Indian warriors. And they had some of the most exotic weapons ever. Gorgeous stuff. They would make an amazing faction. Okay, I'll let off the female Shugoki. Can I just say that naming Shaman Nibbles is just genius? Yeah, my little Nibbles. Look at little Nibbles. She is just amazing. Go on, Nibbles. Heal that Shugoki. No. Bad. Nope. 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 Crap. Thanks, Shugoki. You saved my bacon. And then you ate it. Because you are the fat man. Could you get Hannah to do female voices? I don't know if Hannah would want to. Hannah, do you want to? If you're watching this, I doubt you are. You let me know. She probably wouldn't want to. I would love to see a 4-foot Irish lad using a and just capping knees for days. That'd be cool. That'd actually be kind of cool. I'm not healing you. There are too many minions. Rajput. Sup? Hey, Aaron. Aztec faction. I've said my piece on that. Will your Behind the Monster return next October? Because I really want the Wolfman story. I may do another Monster Unmasked thing sometime soon. I was working on Frankenstein's monster, but then things just got in the way. Okay, which hero from each faction would be the strongest? Which hero from each faction would be the strongest? Oh no. Gonna go for the Knights. Either War Mommy or Law Daddy, because they just have the best armor in my opinion. Vikings, I'm gonna give it to the Highlander or the Raider, because they have the most heavy hitting weapons. For the Samurai, either the Shugoki or the Hitakiri. Their weapons are the most effective against armored enemies. And for the Wulin, I'm gonna go JJ, because that Guandao is king. A Predator faction? No. Shugoki would be a terrifying enemy to face. Yes. Alien vs. Predators event. That'd be cool. I hate being broke, having to take off work because they think I have the big scary cough, and I'm not getting paid for the time off. That happened to me. That happened to me not too long ago. I didn't have a fever, but I had a really bad headache, and they sent me home. Has no one done any damage to their thing? Have we not done any damage to their... Oh my gosh, and it's... been well over an hour since I started this stream. This will have to be my last match. Oh no. Stop it, Warden. Ow. Why are we doing so badly this match? Thank you. I need to go drop some stuff on the cauldron. My team is not trying. Come on. Dang it. What type of execution do you want for Warden? I want an execution where he impales them right through the throat and then twists their neck around so their head is facing the opposite direction. But they'll probably do that for Warmonger. I want another Warden rework. We all do. What type of execution would you like for Zanhu or Tiandi? Zanhu? Let's see. Here, I'm gonna drop this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all are gonna be a pain. Why does my team suck this match? I have a Shugoki. We shouldn't be doing that badly. I need to think about the Zanhu and Tiandi question. Oh my gosh, really? Gates destroyed. We haven't done any damage to their ram, and it is... And I'm tired. I'm actually getting sleepy. Alright, let's see. What next? More stabs have less shoulder. Come on. Num-nums. How did you... There, you're dead. God dang pikeman. Do you like Warden and Samurai Showdown? Never played Samurai Showdown, so I have no idea. Late to the stream, but how has your day been, Raven? It's been alright. Nice to have a day off for once. I would love to see the one scene where Apollyon impales out Orochi, then yeets him off her sword for Warmami as an execution. I'll send you the vid if you don't remember. I do remember that scene, actually. Assuming Ubisoft made assist executions, who would you want to see assist who, and what would happen? Nobushi and Warden assisting each other, and Centurion and Jormungandr assisting each other. I want Centurion to punch a person so that they fall down, and Jormungandr to slam their face into the dirt. And as for Nobushi and Warden, I would love for Nobushi to impale someone and yank them closer so that Warden could cut their head off. So the Knights have a catapult, the Vikings spears, and the Samurai arrows for their faction execution. What do you think the Wulin faction execution should have? Bombs. I want some fireworks. No, I'm just kidding. The Wulin would probably use a nest of bees. Rocket-propelled arrows. In retrospect, I should have seen that coming. But after I get tired enough, I stop thinking clearly. Warden next Nobushi assist execution. Yep, I would love to see it. Shaolin Orochi assist. A gun for Wulin. Beat downs with cuts. Guns. Wulin firing squad execution. That'd be kind of cool. Team executions would be awesome, like Orochi does his leg trip execution, then Warden does Blackstone. How are we doing so bad right now? This doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. It's because I'm playing as Shaman. Am I just unlucky with Shaman? Dang it. But yes. Whew. Something to drink real quick. Throat's dry. Alright, back to it. No, the bots just suck. Yeah, this is true. I mean, you'd think we'd be doing better, because I think we have 2 Shugokis on our... Yeah, we have 2 Shugokis on our team, and they're not doing jack shit. I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. Oh, and I'm fighting the Warden, who's immune to my bleeds. And they're just You're ignoring me now! I feel so useless. Poor Nibbles. Anyway. This will probably be my last match of the night because it's getting late over here anyway. And an answer to the question earlier, how's the writing for the next part of the story going? It's going along just fine. I'm very excited to see where it goes. Yeah, getting ignored by bots does feel bad. I feel totally useless. But I will not rest until I have killed a heretic. Come on, guys, help me fight here. Glad I finally have some backup. I need to go heal. Alright, y'all hold this territory. No. It would be you. My most hated enemy. Dang it, it's on her. Okay, so that triple parry though, yeah. Did you enjoy your ale, good sir? I didn't have any ale. The Emperor protects when he feels like it. How much fantasy is too much fantasy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't understand that question. There is no such thing as too much fantasy. I'm a huge fantasy fan, okay, so don't even touch me. Although Harry Potter sucks. Yes, I just made 100 enemies with that statement, but I do not like Harry Potter. Used to like it. Don't like it anymore. I need to stop doing live streams when I'm tired, because then I say things that will get me killed. I want you dead, Knight. I want you dead. Space Wolves, Vikings, Grey Knights, Well Knights, and IDK for Samurai. Maybe White Scars. The White Scars will be Wulin. Eat it. Aha! Why am I being double teamed? Dang it, you light spamming jerks! Okay, anyway, you know it's tough when an officer does more damage than your hero, correct? Harry Potter is bad. Thank you, Drywater. Have you seen the concept art of all the heroes? And if you have, what do you think of it? Any that you wish could have made it into the game? Yeah, some of the concept art for Shugoki should have been used. Harry Potter is okay. My girlfriend really likes it, though. Hey, again, I don't judge people for what they like or don't like. If you like Harry Potter, you like Harry Potter. That's fine. What I think bothered me about Harry Potter was everyone kept saying, "Oh, it's such a great series. It's the best fantasy series ever. It's just so good." And I'm like, it's not that good. It's riddled with problems. Like, it has a lot of problems that people just refuse to acknowledge. And anytime I bring up these problems, I always get the same thing. It's just a kid story, man. Calm down. And I'm like, yeah, but you're the one who just said it's such a great fantasy story. Which is it? Is it a great fantasy story, or is it just a kid story? Oh, it's one story. I got so drunk the other night, my friend thought I had alcohol poisoning because I was sicker than a dog for the last 2 days. That is a small story. I never got into it, but was boring, read the books, couldn't get into those either. Have you ever considered streaming games other than For Honor? Not saying I don't enjoy watching For Honor, just curious what your plans are for streams going forward. Maybe some R6 streams. Here's my problem. I want to do other games, but each time I play a game that's multiplayer and I do a stream, the Wi-Fi in my place can't handle it. That's why I play For Honor against bots and with bots, because playing multiplayer with other people just isn't working very well. So I could play Rainbow Six Siege, or I could play Star Wars Battlefront 2, or I could play all these different games, but I'm worried that if I do, it's just not going to do well. It's just not going to work. I guess I could play some single-player games, but that's about it. That's all I could do. If y'all don't mind that, I'll do it. But otherwise, that's the way it's going to be. What is ancient Chinese alcohol? Isn't it sweet rice and stuff? I don't know. I don't know. I've got to research. Stream some offline games like Doom Eternal. I do not have Doom Eternal. But everyone keeps telling me I should get it, so I might just need to invest. I might just need to invest. What do you think of Dark Souls? I think it's a very difficult game that my brother has gotten further in than I have, and I lost interest in it after I discovered Neo was a thing, and then I played Neo and I fell in love with that. I might get crucified for this, but I never found Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, and the other one, can't remember the name, enjoyable. I like Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings. I do like that. Harry Potter I didn't like. And you know what? I may even tell y'all the biggest problem I have with Harry Potter. Like my biggest issue. The issue that I've found with Harry Potter that has made me just say, no, this is stupid. And people who think it's the best thing ever need to get real. I'll tell you that sometime. Doom is boss music for the player. Correct. Dark Souls is dope. Favorite DS game is Dark Souls 3. I'm glad you like it. I never got into it. Have you ever played Abzu? Pretty sure it's fine with PS Plus. Never heard of it. Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings all the way. Lord of the Rings all the way. I don't like Game of Thrones. Again, I'm making enemies all day, every day here, but that's the way it is. But okay, I will tell you my ultimate problem with Harry Potter. Ready for this? Ready for this? Okay. Those of you who've read Harry Potter or watched Harry Potter, you'll know what I'm talking about with this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the one thing, and this happens every time. This happens every time. People will tell me, oh, Harry Potter's just the best fantasy story ever told. Then I point out this one problem, and then they always say the same thing. Dude, you're reading too much into it. It's just a kid's story. And I go, then why did you say it's the best fantasy story ever? Why did you say that? So here it is. Here's the ultimate problem with Harry Potter. So, how did Harry not die to Voldemort? His mother's love protected him. Okay, Harry's mother's love protected him. Okay, fair enough. How come it doesn't protect him from anything else? Like when his family beat him up, like when Dudley beat him up or stole his crap, when he was bullied in school. How come how come it didn't protect him then? But there's more. I'm not done. When Voldemort is revived, he needs Harry's blood. It's essential that he has Harry's blood to do it, because that way he will have Harry's blood in his new body, and that means he can touch Harry now. He can actually hurt Harry now because he has Harry's mother's love in his body. Okay, this implies that love is a bloodborne pathogen. It can be transmitted. You can give someone 20 cc's of love. Okay, so several problems there. First of all, how come love protects you? And for that matter, Voldemort's killed hundreds of people before. In the book, Hagrid says that Voldemort's never had a problem killing babies before. Did the mothers and fathers of those babies not love their kids very much? Why did they survive and the others didn't? Why did that happen? Secondly, did Harry's father not get involved in this? Did his father not love them much? In fact, did Harry's father, sacrificing himself for Harry's mother, not give her some degree of protection? How does that work? And then the other big one, how does it the blood thing fool anything? Is love something that can be fooled just by blood transfusion? How does any of that work? But then Voldemort goes on to say it was old magic, something that I should have foreseen. So you knew about it. It's something that can be taught. Okay, who taught Harry's mom this magic? Why didn't you learn this magic? How come this magic isn't taught in curriculum? Hey, this is the ultimate defense against the killing curse. Maybe you all should know it. Yeah. As a writer, I have delved into things that are very unnecessary. And yet I have still delved. Alright, let me go heal up while I read what y'all had to say. Game of Thrones wasn't my thing either. Thank you, Akari. Haven't got the chance to watch Game of Thrones? Okay. Abzu is an underwater experience. I have not played it. I'll look into it. If only love was blood transferable. Yes. Also, I didn't like Harry Potter either. I didn't like the magic system. It was a weird magic system. Bro, literally love is in the air. Can you feel the love tonight? You never want to hear me actually sing. I sound like a frog with laryngitis. Plot armor. So I have the answer to your problem with Harry Potter. It's plot. My problem with Harry Potter is that when I ask others about something I don't understand, they say because magic. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that's pretty weak, but then again, to be fair to Harry Potter, lots of stories do that. Lots of magic-related stories do that. Like the Sorcerer's Apprentice and stuff. Magic! Doctor Strange. Magic! Star Wars is better than Harry Potter, but that's kind of an insult to Star Wars. No, Star Wars is better than Harry Potter, there is no question. At least the original was. Don't bother me with those sequels. God, what an insult to a franchise. Star Wars is great. Yeah, it is. Star Wars is great. Not the sequels. The originals are great. The prequels are forgivable. The sequels are trash. The sequel trilogy should be considered non-canon. I'm pretty sure Disney is kicking themselves for that. Have you been watching The Mandalorian? I have not watched any of Season 2 yet, but I did watch all of Season 1, and I liked it fine. The sequels, I mean strong female character. That's the weakest thing I've ever heard. That whole argument, it's good because it is a strong female character. Do you think that's what makes good storytelling? Strong female characters? No. Let me tell you what makes a good story. Relatable, understandable, sympathetic characters. Characters that you want to root for. Characters that you want to see victorious. Characters that you want to feel driven to follow. Characters with goals, destinies. Characters who want to do something with their lives. Characters who are beyond something that's just simply, she's strong, she can do things no other guy can do, she don't need no man. You want to know what would have made her interesting? If she did need a man. What if she did need a guy in her life? What if she was lonely? What if a guy came into her life and actually gave her something beyond what she is? People don't understand what makes good characters these days. That's the big problem. People don't understand what makes good character. You want to know what makes a good character? There are several factors. Number one is goal. Characters need goals. They need something they're striving to achieve. Second, they need weaknesses. They need some kind of fallback. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be mental. It can be emotional. Something about them holds them back because their story is about overcoming that, or confronting it, or overcoming because of, or on account of. There's so much more to a character than simply, she can do cool things, she don't need no man. Ugh. Moving on. Bro, sequel is garbage. Correct. Nobody will ever get as iconic as Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. Correct. Anakin. Correct. Rey is not a strong female character. She's got her rump handed to her on a silver platter by Kylo, except one. When? Rey has never lost anything. That's the reason I can't stand her. She never loses. Even when she makes a mistake, it turns out good for everyone else. She did not lose the fight with Kylo Ren. Never did she lose a fight with Kylo Ren. Even when Kylo got the upper hand on her in the last movie, he still got distracted by Mommy Ren dying, by Leia dying, and then her impaling him with the lightsaber. And then even that mistake she doesn't have to suffer from because she heals him. Yes, someone who gets it. Honestly, I relate more to the female characters when they show weaknesses. Exactly! Exactly! Here's the thing, guys, and I'm going to say this. Here's the thing about female characters in stories. Strong female characters are not created because they can do anything a guy can do. They're created because they overcome personal weaknesses and overcome personal trials. How sad is it that in order to make your female character look good, you have to make them do manly things? Doesn't that insult females more than anything? That in order for them to be cool, they have to be like men? Good female character. What makes a good character, not just female, but a good character, is a character who has a goal in mind. I want to give a strong example that y'all have seen, not something that only I've seen. I keep thinking of Disney characters, and Disney's not the best place to look at for that because Disney writes a lot of princess characters that don't do that good. Let's go Mulan. We've talked a lot about Mulan. Let's talk Mulan. Okay, so Mulan. I'll say that she's a strong female character. Why? Okay, Mulan has weaknesses. She's not the stereotypical girl. She is beautiful. She's physically beautiful, but she's clumsy. She makes errors. She is forgetful. These are all traits to her character that make her weak. She's not a martial artist. She's not a super cool badass fighter right out the gate. She doesn't know how to fight. The only thing she knows how to do is screw up. I'm being honest. That's all she knows how to do. But then when her father is being drafted into the war, she says, this is wrong and I'm going to protect him. So that shows us something else about her character. She's compassionate. She cares about someone. She wants to do something for someone else. Okay, that's not a problem. But she's still scared of confronting what she has to confront. You know, these are all real things that she has to confront. Then she goes to the war and learns about what men are. She has to learn how to be a man. That's why I love the song Be a Man. You know, like, I like that song because it talks about the good qualities that men are. And you know what I find ironic about that song? I always see girls singing it. I'm like, aren't you the same girls who say you don't need no man, but now you're singing we are men? Whatever. But she learns what men are. She learns how to blend in with them. She learns how to fight. She learns battlefield tactics. She learns respect. She learns honor. She learns how to take this clumsy girl and turn herself into something better. She's not the same at the beginning of the story as she is at the end. That's the difference. She grew. She evolved. She was a dynamic character. Rey, what was different about her? What changed? She started out perfect. She ended perfect. In fact, she was better than perfect because now she has force powers. Force powers she didn't even train for. She's just that Mary Sue gosh darn special. Ugh. Sorry. Correct, Akari. Character should come first, then the gender. You are absolutely right. Ashoka couldn't even save him. That shows how far he is in a oh, you're talking about Anakin. Ashoka's a great female character. Yes, she was. They fucked her up in the remake, though. Also, I love the original poem. And sadness from... You're right. They fucked up Mulan in the new movie. Oh, my God. That was a terrible movie. That was one of the worst movies I've seen in a while. And sadness from his own wrongdoing. Yep. If Rey was the weakest Force user, the story could have been better. I love the song Be a Man so much. Okay. You want to know how we could have fixed Rey? Like, here's a couple ways we could have fixed Rey. What if Ashoka was her master? What if when she was a child and her parents abandoned her, Ashoka took her in? That would have explained where she got her Force training. That would have explained why she was so gosh darn Williker special. Yeah, I know, it's weird to hear me cuss. I don't like to cuss, but sometimes when I get really impassioned, it happens. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing about swear words. When you use them sparingly and only use them in specific instances, they carry more weight. But anyway, another thing that would have made Rey better? Actually have her train. My brother came up with this idea. What if, when she found Luke, he wasn't some poor hermit just trying to die? What if he actually had a group of Jedi that he was already training? What if the map was just a way for Jedi to find him in case they wanted training and it was sort of a test? And then when she shows up, she tells Luke everything that's happened, and Luke goes, well, man, that all stinks, but I can't do anything about it right now. I'm too old for that, so tell you what, I'll train you up, and then you and the other Jedi apprentices, y'all can go do it. And you know what that would do? That would put her in contact with other Jedi, other young Jedi who are better than her, who have experience that she has to learn from. Shows weakness, shows progression, it shows her evolving, it shows her changing, it shows Luke is an actually good character. It shows that she has a new goal in mind to actually surpass other people, to meet Luke's expectations, and to actually have a character. That's the problem. Rey's not a character. First rule of writing a good character for me. If the plot must bend to the character, she's not a good character, or he's not a good character. Only when the character bends to the plot and overcomes that are they a good character. Whew. I lost my crap there for a second, didn't I? Oh my god. See, here's the thing. Rey is a bad character to me because the plot bent to everything that she needed. And this isn't just Rey. This is any Mary Sue or perfect character. When the plot must bend to suit your needs, you're not a good character anymore because there's nothing remotely interesting about you. There's nothing remotely relatable about you. The world doesn't bend to your needs. I wish the world bended to my needs. I'd like $1 million, my own mansion on a private island in the mountains, or I'd like a horse too, if you don't mind. And by the way, I'd like to be able to speak every language known to man, while the world is bending to suit my needs. But somehow the universe bends to suit Rey's needs. She just happens to be on the planet where the Millennium Falcon was. She just happens to know how to fly it even though she's never flown before. She just happens to come across BB-8, who happens to be carrying what is necessary to find Luke Skywalker. She just happens to make the wrong choice that releases those aliens that save Han Solo, who she just happens to run into. She just happens to be a paragon perfect version of the Force. She just happens to come across Luke Skywalker's or Anakin Skywalker's old lightsaber. But these things just happen. She just happens to speak Chewbacca's language, Wookiee language. No explanation where she learned that. But she did learn it somewhere. On a desert planet where she's probably never seen a Wookiee before. But she somehow knew it. It was the Force, Raven. Screw you. Captain Marvel is the biggest Mary Sue ever, including fanfiction. Captain Marvel is a piece of... I will not touch that woman with a 10-foot pole. The sequels were so bad that you had to bring back the Emperor just in an attempt to get people on board. As much as I love Palpatine, the amount of fan service was just bad. Imagine Rey versus Vader. Rey would not survive. He would instantly snap her neck. Oh, in reality, yes. In their world, no. She's apparently all the Jedi. That was stupid. My friends expected me to like Captain Marvel because I'm female and were surprised that I didn't. Why is it that people assume that just because you meet the minority status of a star character in a movie or TV show, you're expected to like it? Someone explain that to me. Why is that a thing? Why do people assume that just because you're black, you'll like Black Panther? Why do people assume that because you're female, you'll like Captain Marvel? That's ridiculous. I know plenty of black people, black friends, in fact, who I work with, who couldn't stand Black Panther. I know plenty of females who hated Captain Marvel and hated Rey. Your minority status does not guarantee anything, and the fact that you think it does shows that you have a very little opinion about that minority status. Do you like The Batman Who Laughs? Never read it. Disney needs to work some stuff out. Yes, they do. Remember the Clone Wars? I loved the Clone Wars. Not to mention Emperor at full power would have easily overtaken Rey in pure force power alone. He was an elite and get taken out by a sand bomb. I love that as a kid. That kind of reminds me of people who try to match a gay friend with another gay person for no reason, LOL, even if they're completely incompatible. Yeah, bro, Palpatine would dust her, man. I was pissed. You know what pissed me off about that scene was when he goes, I am all the Sith. And she goes, I am all the Jedi. And I'm like, so you've taken the unique stories, training, past, and experiences of all these unique Sith and Jedi and resorted them down to just a good versus evil fight between one crusty old dude who should be dead and a girl who can do no wrong. None of these characters matter anymore. Mace Windu, Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Yoda, all these great Jedi, all these great Sith, meaningless because now they've just been associated into these avatars. That's what they are. Rey and Palpatine became the avatars of the Jedi and the Sith. I am holding up a middle finger right now to everything that the sequels did. Raven for president. You don't want that. Rey will never be Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Ashoka. You're right, she never will be. Mace Windu. This is why I love George Lucas. His story is so great. He made mistakes, but you could tell he did it all from a place of love. Yeah, Rey pretty much invalidates the entire redemption of Anakin and all the deaths of Yoda, Obi-Wan. You're correct. Starkiller. I liked Starkiller. Disney screwed everything up. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I went on a bit of a tangent, didn't I? I deeply apologize for that. I could do videos on Star Wars. Starkiller versus Rey? Well, the Disney movies would tell you that Rey would win, but Starkiller's better. See, that's the thing. That's what it always comes down to. Rey may be better and stronger. And you know what? This is what I say to all that crap. If your character is only perfect because the plot demands that they be perfect, I will never be invested. That's why I didn't like Rey. Stuff like this is a big reason why I'm so scared about the story I'm trying to write. My main character is female, and I feel that people will dislike it because how weak the character is physically. All right, Akari, let me just say this, and I'll say this to everyone, but I'll say this to you right now. Never be afraid to write a female character. Never be afraid to write a female character for any reason. You say that your main character is female, and you feel like people dislike it because how weak the character is physically. That could make your character so much more interesting. Because in my opinion, the more struggles and trials a character has to overcome, the more fascinating they can be. What gravitates us to characters is their ability to draw us in. A character has to be able to draw you in, let you recognize the struggles that they're facing and the trials that they're facing, and then have us sympathize with them, relate with them, and be proud of them when they overcome their obstacles. If your character is weak physically and they have to overcome that weakness, that makes them all the more interesting. Don't be afraid of that. Embrace it. If you want any help, let me know. I'd be happy to offer you what advice I can. Is Starkiller the strongest Force user? No. Star Wars stream? I might do that. Starkiller was incredible. Yeah, he was. Darth Raven was pretty dang strong. Oh, Darth Revan. I thought you said Raven. I'm not a Darth. Studio Ghibli makes amazing female characters. Yeah, they actually do. I have trouble writing female characters, and I'm a dude, so I don't know any subtle things that girls do or something. Probably overthinking it. I've written some female characters into my stories. I wrote this one story called The Night Angel. About a female character. That was a good practice for writing female characters, and I've written female characters since then. The key to writing a female character is not that different from writing a male character, because females and men may be different physically and emotionally, but fundamentally as characters, they don't have to be that different. Females can suffer from problems just like men can. Men can suffer from different problems from females, but understanding how they address those problems is paramount to creating a good character. Akari, we won't scold you. We will tell you what you can improve on. Well, I will. I'd love to see Raven weave his own Star Wars universe in a story unique to his own. I have something to share with y'all in Discord later. We're all here to help each other. One thing I've never understood in modern cartoons is trying to make the most evil of villains relatable in some ridiculous way. I'll talk about that later. For Honor X Star Wars, I don't know how that would work. Can Battlefront or Battlefront 2 be played with bots? Yes, maybe. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so this is going to be the last thing I say, and then I probably need to go because I am pretty tired and I just ran out of soda. So I have nothing keeping me going right now. Okay, so Geist just said, one thing I've never understood in modern cartoons is trying to make the most evil of villains relatable in some ridiculous way. I said this in my video about Apollyon. I miss the days when a villain could just be evil. I miss the days that a villain could just be evil. Let them be evil. Let them be wicked. Let them do things for selfish reasons. Nowadays, we need to have the sympathetic villain. We need the villain who we understand and relate to. And let me tell you, that's not always a bad thing. I don't mind a villain who we understand. But what if we had a... Think about this for a second. How backwards is it when you look at a villain who you relate with and understand, but then look at a hero who does questionably moral things? Suddenly you're like, I want the villain to win. how did we come to this? How did we come to this situation where villains are now more sympathetic than our heroes? I don't mind a villain you can understand, but not always. Maybe a villain who you understand why they do it, but you still don't support it, you know? I blame the anime for a lot of that. Anime does that a lot. Dang you, anime. Always creating such likable characters, even when they're bad. Gosh, everyone's telling me to go rest. I probably will. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I love you guys. The reason I have 1,000 subscribers is because of you. Y'all have been the best. I can't thank you enough for this. Here's to moving on to 100,000 subscribers sometime in the future. Oh, what's that? Which anime has your influence? Tell you what, I'll talk about that in another stream or in Discord. And I will put the Discord invite, and I'll one more time put the Discord invite link here so that you all have it, just in case. Do that real quick. Come on, thing, work with me. Okay, there we go. All right, so anyway, thank you all so much. Here's the 100,000 subscribers. That's the new goal. I'll release a new video soon. Don't know of what yet. Still working on it. Let me know what y'all want me to do about the whole Star Wars thing, or talk about character writing, or just writing in general, and I'll be happy to do it. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. See you later, guys.